Hello Wanderers, and welcome back to Skyrim. I hope you've all had a good start to your year, and what better way to follow up the lights of the New Life Festival than by checking out this small but charming mod that lights the way up to High Hrothgar. Lighting the 7,000 Steps by Teknikah. This mod is available for both Xbox and PS4, which is always nice to see. The description reads, this mod adds a small bowl of flaming embers to each of the shrines along the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar. While taking the path up, especially in the dark, I tend to walk past one or two of the shrines without realizing it. Then I don't get my buff when I reach the top. It's also nice to see a glow in the distance on the cold mountain, otherwise devoid of light. This mod is compatible with Legacy of the Dragonborn, and should be compatible with any mods that don't place objects at the shrines. Emblem 1. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs, for the voice could blot out the sun and flood the land. The act of climbing the 7,000 steps holds a spiritual significance for many Nords, due to the belief that men were created by Kain on this mountain when the sky breathed onto the land. This belief has led to pilgrims from all across Tamriel traveling to the throat of the world, and several may be encountered along the mountain path, either meditating or studying the etched tablets. The path leading to High Hrothgar begins in the village of Iverstead, across the main bridge in the northwest side of town. The mountain path itself is treacherous and is host to a multitude of dangerous creatures, such as frost trolls, ice wraiths, snow bears, ice wolves, frostbite spiders, and occasionally dragons. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. High Hrothgar is a secluded monastery perched atop the highest peak in Skyrim, the throat of the world. Here reside a few members of the ancient order of the Greybeards, who endeavor to become more attuned to the voice of the sky. Jurgen Windcaller, after his defeat at Red Mountain and subsequent meditation, built his home at High Hrothgar and founded the order to study the doom and peace. The Nords believe that they were created by Kain when the sky breathed onto the peak of this mountain, and many journey up the 7,000 steps on pilgrimages, although few are granted access to its halls, as they must be deemed worthy by the Greybeards first. Emblem 3. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. High Hrothgar is also home to Parthenyx, a reformed dragon who surreptitiously leads the Greybeards. He resides upon the inaccessible uppermost peak of the mountain, where Alduin was sent forwards in time at the end of the Dragon War by ancient Nord heroes using an Elder Scroll. Cain called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together, they taught men to use the voice. Then, dragon war raged, dragon against tongue. During the Dragon War, the great dragon Alduin was lured to the top of the mountain by a group of Nords, instructed by Parthenax on the use of the tomb. After seeing that they could not defeat him, even with the Dragonrend shout, the Nords sent him forward in time using an Elder Scroll. The event created a hole in time itself atop the mountain, called the Time Wound, or Tidaran. Emblem 5. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were manifold. Emblem 6. With roaring tongues the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. Emblem 7. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. Emblem 8. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. Emblem 9. For years, all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name. Tiber Septim, stripling then, was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. 10. The voice is worship. Follow the inner path. Speak only in true need. Thanks for joining me on this hike up the mountain for this look at Lighting the 7,000 Steps by Teknikah. You can find all the links you'll need in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Until the next one, friends, stay safe and happy wandering.
Thanks again for delivering those supplies to the Greybeards. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards, not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thule